Hey guys, it's my favorite day. Hopefully it's your favorite day. We're taking the Dodge Dakota RT 5.9 Magnum engine and we're going to the track. So it's just gonna be a small track day. It's gonna be 8th mile. We have the intake manifold on. We're gonna run it both with just whatever tune is in there from the Mopar Performance PCM. And we're also, hopefully, if all goes as planned, we're gonna be uploading Flying Ryan's tune into there with the intake, with the changes for all that stuff, and we'll see what difference it makes. So it's gonna be going a little bit faster. Let's get in the truck and go. I've got the truck all ready to go. We've got our slicks in the back, so we can swap those out at the track, and let's get on the road. Typical. Okay, we have arrived. So it's dark this time of year. We'll go ahead, get signed in, go through tech, and then we gotta put the wheels on. Still gotta pull a tune. Still a lot of stuff to do. All right guys, we're here, we're teched in. I've got the wheels in the back that I have to put on. And also right now I have the laptop. I'm doing a fresh read, setting it to Flying Ryan. So he's gonna get that, work on it hopefully quickly and send us a file back. Okay guys, here we go for the first run, no tune. Man, we'll see what happens. We got overdrive off and we got the camera set up. We'll see what we do. Alright guys, so that was first pass. For some reason it threw a check engine light, so I'm just going to check what that was and I'll let you know. I'm just going to pull out the laptop, see what happened. Okay, so it ended up throwing a code for the throttle position sensor being too high. So I don't know why it did that, unless it didn't like me being on the gas when I was on the brake. It's the only thing I could think of. Okay, so we cleared the codes with the HP tuners. Let's go back out again. Check out how crazy the lineup is tonight. There's just so many cars. So hopefully we get a few runs. I don't know. We've only got one in, and this one, I can't adjust the TPS. I don't know why it did that. So the throttle position sensor somehow threw a code and it pretty much put the truck into limp mode. So I'm gonna try and just launch it without actually holding the RPM up high. Okay guys, so we're going up for our second run, and I think maybe the throttle position sensor is a little bit too tight. So I'm not going to turn on the overdrive off, because even when we were testing it before, it seemed to shift all the way. So I'm going to go ahead and just run it. I'm just going to stab it right off the line instead of trying to take up the RPMs, and we'll see how she does. Check engine light again. Tripping the check engine light, so it's not wanting to actually shift all the way. I don't know what the heck it's doing that for. I gotta see if I can find a tool and maybe back down that throttle position sensor. We're not getting it to scream all the way. I don't know why it's doing that all of a sudden. All right guys, so we just did another run, and same deal. It threw check engine lights and I couldn't rev all the way out, and it kind of throws it into limp mode. So I just borrowed an Allen key off somebody just to try to turn back my throttle position sensor, because I think it's just probably going over like 5 volts or whatever the limit is on the programming. So I just turned it back ever so slightly. So I'm hoping that's gonna fix it. Right now I have to hook up the laptop, clear the code again so that it's out of limp mode, so we can hopefully make a good pass. But this is still on the stock program. I haven't tuned anything yet, so not the best results just yet, but hopefully third time's a charm and we'll go up. Alright, which one you guys got? Left or right?
It has the Mitsubishi optional engine, but it's also got a turbo.
Ooh, turbo Mopar. What? God. Okay guys, so I adjusted the throttle position sensor. We're gonna go out for one more run. I just received the tune from Flying Ryan, so I'm gonna upload that. I'm itching to upload it right now, but I'm gonna go ahead, just make one more pass. It should be good now. I don't think it's gonna, somebody's getting it. Should be good. I don't think it's gonna throw any codes this time since I backed down that throttle position sensor. So we'll make one more pass and then we'll go ahead and load that tune. And I think I might only get one more pass, so I'm kind of debating right now. Do I load the tune and get 2 passes with his tune, or do I make one more pass and do that? Because it is insane here. Like that, I'm not even halfway through. Look at the other way. There's a huge lineup. There's like hundreds of cars here trying to get in. So it's a long night, but we'll make the best of it. She runs, guys. Didn't check engine light this time, finally. Felt decent, but she's definitely not supercharged. Okay guys, so another pretty much garbage run. My reaction time was on point, 0.077, 60 foot, 2.1, and we ran a 9.6. So the best we ran last time without the intake was a 9.2. So I'm thinking this thing just isn't calibrated with all that extra air, so I'm gonna go ahead and load that tune right now, and then we'll hopefully get one more run in. All right, here we go. So we'll write the tune, turn our ignition off, turn the ignition back on, hit OK. Here we go. Okay, so it's finished writing. I just started to back up. Seems a little bit more responsive, and Flying Ryan's tune is in this thing, so I think I'm only gonna get one more pass. I'll be lucky if I get 2, but hopefully it does better, because 9.6 is pretty sad. I know it's, you know, we're gonna end up supercharging this thing, but yeah, 9.6 is definitely not where we want to be. I think it's gonna unfortunately be the last pass of the day, but I think you guys should hopefully see a difference. I think it should be an improvement finally. So he's accommodated for the intake, so let's see what she runs. Red lighted, but feels better. Smoked that little car, whatever it was. She needs boost, you guys. She needs boost. Let me boost it. This is torture. I want to go fast. Trying to see if we can squeak in one more run, you guys. We might be able to squeeze one more, it looks like. Okay, guys, we're gonna try overdrive off on this one. I don't know if it'll make much of a difference. Hopefully we can get a little bit better time. right, guys, so we did get one more run in with the tune, and I'm gonna run over all the numbers once we get back. I'll lay out all the time slips and go over it with you guys. But I think we have a lot of air and we don't have enough engine and other mods to accommodate that. We actually went faster with the stock intake manifold at the last track day, so I think we went like a 9.2. I'd have to go back and check, but we definitely didn't run as fast this time, and it is colder air temperature out today too. So anyways, I'm gonna put the stock tires back on, street tires, and we'll get the heck out of here. And when we get back, I'll talk about it. All right, guys, we got the slicks in the back, we got the regular tires on. Let's get out of here. So we're back in the garage, and it is actually the next day. It gave me a chance to kind of digest what was going on and where we were at and how it compared to the last time. So I think I actually misspoke a little bit. I think I said my best run on the last time was a 9.2 seconds. Actually, in reviewing it, I looked at my previous runs, and the best we did was 9.4. So that was the last time we went to the 8th mile with this truck, and we had just that stock kegger intake manifold with the stock throttle body, and we went a 9.4. So the first two runs that we ran with the truck, it threw check engine light. So it did go a little bit slower. I think our slowest one there was a 9.7 at 71 miles an hour. And then I think we did a 9.6 at 73 mile an hour. Either way, it wasn't good. It was throwing check engine light. It was short shifting, and it was shifting around 45. I know my GoPro was messing up a little bit on those first couple runs, and then we got it figured out, and I got you guys the actual dash view so you guys can see what the tack was doing and the speedo and whatnot. But so pretty much I can confidently say that there was no change whatsoever when we put that intake manifold on with that throttle body and just ran the tune that was in the truck, so with the Mopar Performance PCM. So really there was nothing gained there, and maybe even went the wrong way. So I think we actually kind of lost, because I wasn't able to meet or match my best time from the previous time, which was the 9.4. So with the stock programming in there, we had pretty much 3 runs. We can say 2 of them had the check engine light, but anyways, I did give it one solid go, and we still didn't match our time from last time being a 9.4 seconds. So we then loaded up Flying Ryan's tune, and it definitely woke the truck up, but it's got us back almost to where we were before. So I went just ever so slightly faster. So like I said, the last time was a 9.434, I think was the best one. Yeah, 9.434 and 72.79 miles per hour. So that's pretty much our best. But our last time that we went out with the stock kegger, I know a lot of guys are asking about whether you'll lose low end torque. We were pretty much 2 seconds dead even, like 2.004, 2.030, 2.040. So pretty much 2 seconds dead even on our 60 foot. Whereas this time around, our 60 foot was kind of suffering for the most part. So I think a lot of them were like 2.123, 2.188. There was a 2.062, 2.046, 2.1. So our 60 foot didn't get any better, and if anything got slightly worse. So the truck feels like, even when you're driving it on the street, when you mat it to the floor, you can feel that it has a lot more get up and go. But I think the problem is, because it doesn't have a stall or a torque converter in it, getting out of the line to get up in the RPM range, that's where the truck is losing. So because it doesn't have any power, or as much power down below, I should say, like as much low end and mid range, getting the tack to get to sweep up and get into the power range, like say over $4,000 or even 3,500, it takes a while to get there, because we lost a little bit down low. So to get into the higher up ranges where we're making power takes a little bit longer. So it's kind of a trade-off. And you guys know that we built the truck with the intention of going boost. So, you know, let's review these last 2 runs, and then I'll give you my personal thought on this whole thing. So once we loaded the tune, we managed to actually squeak in 2 more runs. So I was thankful for that. So a total of 5 runs last night, which doesn't seem like a lot, but for that place with the amount of cars there, 5 runs isn't bad. So Anyways, we ended up, the best we could run with the tune in there with that setup was a 9.403. That was the best run of the night, and that was at 74.28 miles per hour. And then the other run was a 9.563 and a 73.7. So I can confidently say that we have more mile an hour because the fastest mile per hour that we ran on the last runs, being with the stock kegger, were all in the 72 range. But meanwhile, we had 74 miles an hour. So we picked up 2 miles an hour, which means that we're going faster, but we're just taking a little bit longer to get there. So truck is faster, but now we need to put all the accommodating mods on it. So here's what I wanted to get into. If you guys were gonna be doing a build and you were gonna be just leaving the engine alone, you're not going boost, this video and what we've been doing and documenting is proof that going to a big intake manifold like that is actually gonna be a loss for you guys. So keep that in mind when you guys are purchasing stuff. If, and in speaking with Ryan as well, if you went to like a 2-barrel M1, so the one that just has kind of, you can bolt your stock throttle body right onto it, that would probably be a better choice, because putting a large, mouth throttle body on there, like that one that we have, the Excel 1350 CFM, it's just way too much air for a stock setup, for stock cams, stock heads, no blower, all that stuff. It's just overkill, and it's actually affecting performance down low. And overall, you guys can see, like, imagine you guys went and spent all the money to put one of those on there and literally there was no gain. So yeah, I just want to tell you guys that. So I'm not upset by it. I was thinking we would probably still gain a little bit, but thinking about it and discussing about it, it does make sense that we're kind of overbuilding it. And at the same time too, we still have mostly stock exhaust on there, so it's kind of being choked up. So that leaves us with the question of the day that I want you guys to answer down below. I was talking to Ryan. I think honestly what we should do at this point is just go full send. We're gonna go ahead and I think we're gonna put up on the supercharger and just go straight to the cut. So that way we can get things moving, and it's not like we're just gonna put the supercharger on it and whatnots and stop there. So the idea and the intention for the truck is to make it fast and then just keep making it faster. So that's kind of where I want to get, because I want to get this truck competitive. I want it to be fun for both myself and you guys, because when you go to the track and you get smoked by pretty much everything, I don't think it's that fun personally. And I think we want to see some battles, see some competition, and actually, put a beating on some cars too. So that's kind of the idea. So let me know what you guys think of that below. We are going to be putting the exhaust on the truck, but if we were to go ahead and just put that exhaust on, there would be an improvement for sure with the current setup without supercharger or boost, but it's not going to be like a huge gain. So, I mean, we might end up knocking off a few tenths off this thing and going a little bit faster, but it's not going to be like the huge difference that we're looking for to get this thing into, some sort of competitive level. And I'm not talking like professional, because those guys go fast, but I'm talking, just your average weekend warrior, somebody that shows up. We're not going to be anything competitive to most cars, even most modern muscle cars. Like, they're making more jam than we're making right now. So I think we got to get on that level in a hurry. So again, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I was thinking, I'm still going to document the whole process regardless, but I'm thinking of just, rather than putting the exhaust on and then going back to the track, let's just cut straight to the chase. We'll put the exhaust on and I'll show you guys the supercharger install and that whole procedure and steps and all that stuff. And that way the truck has more power, it's going faster, and it's working better, and we can actually, be competitive, have some fun, and, run against other trucks and all that stuff, because we're getting smoked right now, you guys. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd love to hear your feedback and what you guys think and any questions on all this stuff. So again, conclusion is, don't put one of these big, M1 intake manifolds with a large throttle body on it if you're gonna leave the engine stock. If you're gonna do cams, heads, all that stuff, and have a much more free-flowing engine, then yeah, this would accommodate that. But if you're just gonna bolt this thing up to a stock engine like we have here, no bueno. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Also, click that join button. You guys can support your boy. support all the fun things we do, all the mods, going to the track days. Any support does help. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.